Hey y'all, what's up, what's good? It's your girl Michaela Janae here, back with another video. And in today's video, I know I'm super late, but I'm going to give you guys my February favorites. I don't have a ton of favorites this month because I feel like February went so fast. I have a few favorites here for you guys, so I want to go ahead and share it. Okay, so first and foremost, I want to share with you guys my purse of the month. Here it is right here. I picked this bag up, I want to say almost like 4 to 5 years ago, like literally once I got out of hair school, and I got it from Marshall's actually. I needed a big girl tote purse and this was at Marshall's. It wasn't that expensive. I love it. She's pink, she's big, and eventually I see her as a canvas that I want to paint on, get some Angela's leather paints and paint her up, because of course it was a Valentine's Day, so your girl went pink. This month I am doing like a green theme with St. Patrick's Day and everything, so stay tuned for this month's. I definitely appreciate a small bag, but I love the conveniency of a big bag. Okay, so next up for my favorites, I have a TV show. You guys know your girl has been hooked on the older TV shows. That's a tradition that me and my mom have every year. We try to rewatch one older show, but this year it seemed like we're doing a new show a month. Last month it was actually The Closer. The Closer is starring Kyra Sedgwick. She's the deputy chief of the LAPD. Her main concern in life is who killed people, basically. She just want to get justice by any means necessary for those who were killed. Each episode is focusing on a different murder, but there is like bigger overall plots throughout the story that are just like keep you enthralled, because there's always like one case that she gets stuck on, or like the person, she can't get the person to confess, and that's literally why they call it The Closer, because she gets people to confess, whether she's talking them in a circle, whether she's kind of baiting them a little bit, making them think that they might get leniency and stuff like that. She's gonna get you to confess. This show is like Law and Order on steroids. Like I loved it so much. I love the whole crew. They had so much diversity to say this was an older show. Now when I first started watching it, I was like, okay, some of the stuff they're saying in this show they cannot get away with in today's day and age, but it just makes for the more authenticity of the show and the times that it was in, because I think it literally started in like 2005, I want to say, and it had 7 seasons, so it's very bingeable, and it's over on Pluto, so you can watch it for free. They have a spinoff, but the spinoff is like $80 on Apple TV, but your girl's gonna invest. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna buy that show because that's how good this one was. I need to see the spinoff. So The Closer definitely had us wrapped up for the entire month of February, but we got through all 7 seasons. I think White Collar is still my top show for this year so far, but The Closer is definitely coming in number 2. It's just so good. I'd recommend it to anybody if you love crime and drama. Okay, so next up is my new Crocs. If you watch my shorts or follow me on Instagram, you've seen these Crocs right here. I actually got them on sale from the Crocs website. So you guys know the only Crocs I wear are the Mega Crush Crocs, and they're just so cute. Like, look at these Crocs right here. They are black, but they have like the gum bottom, which is absolutely so cute. It's reminiscent of a sneaker, which I love. I got these in a size 7 and they're just so cute. I love these shoes so much, and these are going to be my work Crocs. They're unisex and they are so comfortable. I absolutely love those shoes. They have been great to work in. I can stand up for a long period of time in my Crocs, which I always appreciate. It's very easy to wipe off, and I love that they're black, so it's very forgiving. Next up, one of my favorites for this month is the Amika hair oil, the Superfruit Star. This has been my go-to when it comes to silk presses. You know, it's still kind of cold down here, but this hair oil is lightweight and it's just perfect. I've been enjoying it so much. I love the product. I'm so glad that it is one of the ones that I tried. It's definitely one of my favorite new products of this year, and so far so good. My next favorite for this month is sadly JoAnns. As many of you know, if you are part of the crafting, sewing, crochet, baking community, you guys know JoAnns is sadly closing. They will no longer be with us, which is very devastating. I do have a haul coming for you guys real soon, but I have just been stalking JoAnns all of February. Once the news was confirmed that they were closing, I have just been checking up on them, seeing what the sales are doing. People have been buying, so the sales are not really moving as fast as I would like. In the month of March, I'm not gonna be going to JoAnns as much because I've basically spent and brought the yarn that I need to buy. That's done. I'm just waiting for the fabric to go down a little bit more. So far it's still very good stocked. I'm not missing out on anything. People aren't really buying the fabric as fast as they was buying the yarn, so I'm gonna probably chill out on JoAnns a little bit. But in February I was checking up on them all the time because I just didn't want things to run out, because I know I just won't be able to get them again. A lot of the yarn, the big twist yarn, Casey yarn, which is some of my favorites, will be no more. So I am still mourning that thought and trying to figure out where I'm going to get my yarn and fabric from next. I do have a local fabric shop, so that is a blessing in itself, but they really cater superior to quilting cotton, so I'm just gonna have to figure something out. Once the sales go down some more, I do plan to buy some fabric, so stay tuned for a fabric and maybe pattern haul, maybe some accessories too, I don't know, but just stay tuned on that. Okay, so next up I have another food favorite, and it is the JoAnns creamy marinara. I don't know why this sauce is so hard to find. The only place I can find it is actually Whole Foods for some reason. I can't find it at Albertsons, it's not at Walmart. I don't shop at Target. I ain't been to Target in a long time. It's just so good, and the flavors are so balanced. It doesn't take a ton of sugar to cut the acidity. It's just the perfect JoAnns, and I've tried most of them except for like maybe the vodka sauce and the creamy vodka sauce. That's maybe what I have to try to like replace that one in my heart, because the creamy marinara is just so hard to find, but I love it. It's just so good. So my next favorite for the month is actually a book, and it is an ARC. I was so thankful to be a part of the Give a Bookish Girl a Biker series over on Instagram. It is with a collective group of authors who all write clean, closed door. I think most of them are Christian authors also, and the books are just so good. And this month I actually read 2 ARCs, but my favorite was The Backpack Ride by Dulcie Dameron. You guys know I've talked about Dulcie Dameron on this channel before. I did a reading wrap up already for February, but this book right here definitely stuck out to me. It was so enjoyable to read, and it was just a fun time. I talked about the synopsis in my book video. If you are a bookish girly, go ahead and check that video out. That's where I describe it and give you guys my ratings and stuff like that. But it was 5 stars, and it was just so good. Like, I kept thinking about it over and over again. It was about a girl who was taking care of her deceased brother's son, and she wants to get custody of him, but she needed a husband. Okay, the courts were not really taking her seriously because she did not have a man, which is terrible, even though she was more fit to take care of her nephew because she's been in his life the whole time. So she's working with that, and the guy was trying to take over his father's business, but his father was like, no, you need a wife. So of course they do a little marriage of convenience, and it was just so sweet, very swoon worthy. I love this book. Okay, so last but not least, my favorite of the month was Cara oranges. It's these specifically right here. When I first picked these up in February, I actually picked them up on accident because I wanted blood oranges, mainly for the juicing properties, and I want to see the very pretty color. But once I open these, I'm like, okay, these aren't regular oranges either. Their color is definitely darker than a regular navel orange, and the flavor is just so good and mild. You know, some oranges can be kind of bitter and be too citrusy, but these are so mild. My mother is actually allergic to citrus, so she can't do many oranges and stuff like that. After a couple lemonades, she's starting to itch. But with these oranges, I can literally juice them every day and she's not itching, which is one, mind-blowing and amazing. I don't know what about these oranges makes her not itch, but they're just so good, so smooth, and I love to juice them. So delicious. I also love to eat them warm. Like, I'm not a cold fruit girl. I like them like room temperature. Now, when I was in the store recently, I actually did find some blood oranges, so I'm going to be trying those out. But I think that is it for the month of February. February is a short month, Black History Month. I enjoyed every second of it. Those are my favorites for this month. If you have any questions about any of my favorites, any of the shows, movies, anything, you guys talk to me and I'll talk back. This sweater is from Walmart. It is free assembly. I got it in store, but it was, you could also find it online, and I love it. So cute, colorful. It is still a little cold out here, so I'm like, let me throw in this sweater. Very festive. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, follow me on Instagram at everything by Maja, and I'll see you guys in the next video.